Hello students, good day. In today's session we are going to learn functions in Mysql. Function is a set of predefined commands which when called perform certain operations and returns a single value. So already we have learned built-in functions in Python like x label, y label, title, everything we learned in matplotlib, right? Like the same way we have functions in Mysql. So these are predefined set of commands which perform some operations, right? So the syntax is select function name, open bracket, column name from table name. Okay, so here function is the name of the function and inside the brackets we are giving some values, right? That is called parameters. Values that are passed to the function are called arguments or parameters. So inside the parenthesis we are giving some values, right? That is called parameters, right? To use multiple functions, functions are written one after other separated by comma. So if you are using multiple functions, we have to give the function with the comma separator. Types of functions, we have two main types, single row functions and then multiple row functions. Single row functions which operates on single value and return single value. Okay, multiple row functions operates on multiple values and return single value. So let's see the single row functions in detail now. Before that, multiple row functions, some examples are sum, average and minimum. So as you know, sum we have to add the total, right? So we have to collect the values from multiple rows and we have to find the total. That is called sum function. So this function operates on multiple values and returns one single value, right? So let's move on to the single row functions. This single row functions further classified into numerical function, string functions and then date and time functions. First let's see numerical functions. So we are going to see about power function, right? So numerical function basically is on numbers, numerical values. So power x comma y or POW x comma y. Here power is the function name, x and y are called arguments or parameters, right? So this function returns the value of x raised to the power of y, x to the power of y. Okay, let's see some example. Select, you have to use the functions along with the select command. Select power of 2 comma 3 and then semicolon. So this gives 2 to the power of 3. That means 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. Select power of 2 comma minus 3, that is 2 to the power of minus 3, which gives 1 by 2 to the power of 3, that is 1 by 8. The result is 0.125. Select power of minus 2 comma 3, minus 2 to the power of 3, that is minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, which gives minus 8. Minus 2 comma minus 3, minus 2 to the power of minus 3, that is 1 by minus 2 to the power of 3, 1 by minus 8, which gives you minus 0.125. So you can use it with the numbers or you can use it along with the column names. If you are specifying the column names, you have to just pass the values. The column names you have to give the values. So in that case, you have to use the from class, from which table you are going to do that one. So select power of mark comma 2 from student table. Let's see the example. So this one I have already created. I have created a table called employee, right? So this function select power of 3 comma 4. So I'm just giving, I'm not referring any table, just a single numerical operation. So select power of 3 comma 4, which gives the result 81. 3 to the power of 4, 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, which gives 81. So you can see the column name as power 3 comma 4. Whatever we are giving it here, that will be displayed as a column name. So you can use the column alias to change the column name also, right? So next example I'm going to use with this table. So select power of incentive. Incen is the column name and I'm just giving comma 2. So this one from the table employee. Okay, so for the incentive values it finds the power, okay, and then it displays the result. So you can use it along with the column name also, right? So next one we have round function. So round function rounds the argument to the nearest integer. In round function we have two variations, one with a single parameter and the other one two parameter, right? So if you are passing single parameter, that is rounded off to the nearest integer. If you are giving two parameters, then rounds the argument to the d decimal places. Okay, let's see the example. Select round of 1 to 3.4. So this one I am passing only one parameter. So this will give the result as 123 because 123.4, the nearest integer for 123.4 is 123. If it is 123.5, Okay, so then we have to consider the next integer, because 5 and above we have to go for the next number. So 123.5 gives 124, the next integer, right? So you can use along with the negative numbers also. Negative number, just the sign will be there, the result is always the same. 123.5 is 124, right? So here only one parameter I just passed. Here I am passing two parameters, 123.456 comma 2. So I need this one to be rounded off to 2 decimal places. So here I have given 3 values. This should be rounded off to 2 decimal places. So after the decimal point I need only 2 numbers, right? So 123.45. So since this is 6, we have to add one number to this one. So it gives 123.46. Okay, so if it is 123.446 comma 1, that means we need only one decimal place after the decimal point, right? So 123.4. So we have to consider the next number 4, which is less than 5. So we are not going to add anything. The number will be same as 123.4. Right. So next one, round off with negative number 1264.56 comma minus 1. So minus 1 you have to consider the left side of the decimal position. So this number should be rounded off. That is called minus 1. If it is 1, you have to consider this number. If it is minus 1, you have to consider this number. Right. Left side of the decimal position. So this one means nearest to tens. Okay, minus 1 means nearest to tens. So what is the nearest to 10 for 1264? That is 64. What is the nearest to 10 for this one? That is 60. Right? So it gives you 1260. Next one, 1264.56 comma minus 2. That means nearest to hundreds. So 1264. What is the nearest 100 for this one? 1300. Next one, 1264.56 comma minus 3, which is nearest to 1000. So 1200, which is nearest to 1000 for this one, that is 1000. So this one you can use it along with the columns also, as like the previous example. So here I am just using the numbers. You can also use along with the column names. So next one, truncate function. Truncate function truncates the argument x to d decimal places. So this truncate function always take 2 parameters, x and d. Right? So the number and then how much it should be truncated. Right? So if we are giving it 0, then there should be no decimal places. So 123 should be 123. Even it is 5, we should not round it off. We have to just cut off the numbers. That is called truncate. That is the difference between truncate and round. Right? So when you are rounding, you have to consider the next number. If it is 5 and above, you have to round it off. Right? So in truncate, there is no need to consider the number. Whatever the number, you have to just remove that. We have to just eliminate that one. Right? So 123.5, we need 0 decimal places. That means we have to cut down from here. So the number is 123. If it is 123.45 comma 1, that means we need one number after the decimal position. So we need only 4. So 123.4. If in this case, if it is a round, then we have to consider this value. If it is round of 123.45, the result would be 123.5. Since this 5 will be added to, one number will be added to 4, that gives you 5. Right? So since it is a truncate number, we have to just remove this number. The result is 123.4. Right? Same applies to minus 1. So minus 1, you have to strike off this number. Instead of this one, you have to replace it with 0. So 1260. If it is minus 2, strike off these 2 digits. Then you have to replace it with 0. 1200. Right? So next one, we have mod. Mod for modulus operator. Right? So this gives the remainder. So x and y takes 2 parameters x and y. X divided by y, the remainder of this x divided by y will be the answer for mod function. Right? So select mod of 12 comma 2. 12 divided by 2, the remainder is 0. So it results in 0. So 11 by 3, the remainder is 2. If it is minus 7 by 2, it is minus 2. Okay? And it gives the values for decimal values also. 12.3 divided by 3.3, the remainder is 2.4. Right. So if you divide the number by 0, then it results in null value. So we cannot divide the number by 0. So it automatically results in null. Next one, select mod of 5 by 7. Right. So 5 is the lesser number and 7 is the greater number here. If you are dividing lesser number by the greater number, the result will be the lesser number. Okay. 5 by 7, we cannot divide 5 by 7 completely evenly. Right. So the whole 5 is a remainder here. Right. So in today's session, we have learned about single row functions, round, truncate, modulus operator and then the power function, right? So that's all about today's class. Thank you.